The big political potboiler today is undoubtedly happening in Chennai. Tamil Nadu's political scene has never seen this much turbulence, certainly not in the last quarter century. Less than 24 hours after Amma's warring faction seemed poised to bury the hatchet and unite for the people of Tamil Nadu, trouble seems to be brewing even as a formal merger discussion is yet to take off. India today has now accessed the full inside track. Everybody else is speculating. We've got the inside track of the tug of war amidst these merger talks. As income tax raids heat rises, Sasikala's nephew Dinakaran is now suffering from abandonment issues, with his loyalists now seeking the nephew-aunt pair's resignation from the AIADMK. Sources claim that Camp EPS is ready to accept O. Pannirselvam as Chief Minister only if the current Chief Minister is made his official deputy. Dinakaran too stands against OPS's desire to be Chief Minister. Meanwhile, Perambur MLA Ventrival has slammed O. Pannirselvam and slammed his demands to alienate the Manargudi family from the AIADMK. It's a massive, very powerful tug of war, as always and as it began, between O. Pannirselvam and Sasikala.
Asif, this is not going to end.
All right, I want to quickly go first across to K.C. Palanisamy. He's an AIADMK leader and part of the OPS camp, we can call it that. Mr. Palanisamy, first question to you right now. We heard Mr. Pannirselvam earlier today as well. Very aggressive words used by him, Mr. Palanisamy, where he said that the AIADMK, can be reunited, but it has no place for the Manargudi family. It has no place for Sasikala and Dinakaran. What is the way forward as far as peace is concerned? Can there be peace in the AIADMK?
No, that is our consistent stand from the day one, that we never ever want Ms. Sasikala or Mr. Dinakaran or the entire Sasikala family into the party directly or indirectly. So anything we are willing to work it out without them. That we made it very, very clear. That is our position from the day one. Same so, investigation on Amma's death has to take place. There is no compromise on that. So Mr. Pannirselvam has made it clear these two aspects today.
No, but what is, since yesterday, Mr. Palanisamy, since yesterday, there has been so much talk of a peace deal, the factions burying the hatchet and reuniting, discussions to take place today. Dinakaran came back from, Bengaluru, early this morning as well. So is that peace deal still on the table, or is it all off the table now?
No. I think people are discussing still today. See, nothing from our end. From their side, they all came forward. They about more than 20 ministers. They all assembled in one minister, Mr. Thangamani's house, and they all proposed that we should unite and work together and all that. So all that it shows is the people in that camp are not happy with Sasikala and Dinakaran. So most of them, almost all of them wants to get out of that family. So that they are trying to settle it out first. Then the moment that happens, then probably if they come to us, we will welcome them. And we will work out the modalities.
So you've made it very clear that any peace will have to be minus the Manargudi family. No place for Sasikala, no place for Dinakaran. It has to be whatever it is, Camp Sasikala or Camp EPS, whatever you call it, but the family can't be there anymore. Also joining us on the discussion today, we've got Rajshekaran, popular lawyer from Chennai who supports the AIADMK. We've got Sudhanshu Mittal, senior leader of the BJP, and Shama Mohammed of the Congress party. Mr. Mittal, if I could quickly come to you first. Yesterday on our show, while we were discussing all these transpirations, the BJP has attacked the AIADMK. But what is your reading? There are rapid political developments. Peace seems elusive at this point between the two factions. How is the BJP reading, this so-called peace overture that's happening in Chennai?
See, there is deep-rooted distrust and deep-rooted resentment amongst the two factions of Anna DMK. And the epicenter of this, I needn't specify. The issue is the fear, the money power, and the distrust of the future.
Okay.
Is compelling people to realign themselves, keeping in view the future in mind. Now, it is in this state that there is complete chaos and panic in Tamil Nadu. The two factions not only are sharply divided, but the kind of animosity they are demonstrating.
Yes.
And the kind of events which are taking place are so bizarre. There is money power, there is muscle power, there is allurement, there is all kind of, I would say, threat as well as allurement which are being offered for people to be siding with A faction or B faction. So in this, there is need to be very careful about what is happening and watch it very, very carefully.
Shama Mohammed, I want to bring you in because
it would be unfortunate. It would be unfortunate.
Mr. Mittal, just 1 second. Shama Mohammed, yesterday and today as well, the Congress, including leaders like Khushbu Sundar, have dragged the BJP into this entire fight in Tamil Nadu and said that the BJP is very much part of the chaos that's happening in Tamil Nadu. They have sided with one faction, they have been part of threatening another faction, and therefore everybody is scared down there, and that's where all this turbulence is coming from. How would you respond to that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong in saying that. We saw it when the power struggle happened initially, when the governor had to swear in Sasikala. The governor was waiting for 11 days. BJP anyway has the habit of fishing in troubled waters. They wanted another Arunachal here, but of course it was not possible. They pushed it to the maximum, but she had the numbers. They thought the MLAs would shift to OPS, but they didn't. They tried it in 1999. In 2014, they formed a certain alliance with PMK and the other four parties. They just got one seat in the Lok Sabha, each of them. So even in the assembly there, they have nothing. So they have to make their inroads. And BJP's basic policy is, like the East India Company, divide and rule. I mean, that's what they follow everywhere, all over India. So they're trying their best to get into that state, and of course, dividing the two factions. And there is a lot of money power, muscle power, everything going on. And the fact is, we forget the people of Tamil Nadu. What is happening to the administration there? Who is governing the state? We see the farmers, farmers, did you see the protest the other day in Delhi, naked, eating from the floor? My heart goes out to these farmers.
Absolutely.
If this is the state of affairs,
governance,
what is the governance has gone for a toss. Law and order, many other banks.
Definitely a very, very big issue. And you should remember
that Tamil Nadu was an industrial hub. Jayalalitha got it to a very good level. Southern states are not like, she has brought up the state. And what has happened to Tamil Nadu? Just because they want power, they will divide and rule and get in wherever they want, misusing all sorts of constitutional norms.
Quick response from Sudhanshu Mittal, then I want to bring Rajshekaran in. Quick response, Mr. Mittal.
My reaction to Shama Mohammed ji's outburst would be that unfortunate party is a party which is so irrelevant to the polity of Tamil Nadu.
We will never be irrelevant. We have 7 seats in Tamil Nadu. You have nothing, Mr. Mittal.
Please, I don't think you should speak in between. I don't think you should speak in between. Decency demands that we should have a debate in which you put your point of view, I put my point of view. I did not intervene, so you don't.
Finish your point, Mr. Mittal. Yeah.
The issue of Congress is that the kind of marginalization they have suffered because they were flirting with DMK, Anna DMK, they didn't know what to do. So today when they see that at a national level, the acceptance of BJP is going to percolate down to Tamil Nadu also, it sends shivers up their spine, which is understandable. So the kind of allegations and the language which is being used is also understandable. As far as BJP is concerned, it's very clear. When you talk about the governor's role, what happened there vindicated what the governor was apprehending and what is the reason why
let's stick with Tamil Nadu.
He was taking a cautious step. So in Tamil Nadu, BJP is clear.
Your rebuttal is noted, sir. I know, but I want to, I don't want to keep this just as a Congress BJP issue, because I also want to bring in the parties, where the fight is actually happening. Mr. Palaniswamy, right now you've said that peace is definitely still on the table, but it's not going to happen with the Manargudi family in it. It's your stand right from the beginning. Rajshekaran, sir, welcome to the show. Since yesterday we've been talking about this peace deal in the AIA-DMK. There was a lot of optimism that it might happen. There might be talks, all the big leaders were talking. But today it seems elusive once again. Because if Sasikala and Dinakaran are there, there's going to be no peace, says OPS. The man sitting next to you says, forget about peace.
Shiv, see, first and foremost, I want to highlight one important point.
Yeah.
See, all these people who are in the ruling party and including O. Pannirselvam, when he was the chief minister, he was fine, he was happy, he was getting everything at his will and pleasure. Today, when he was asked to resign, now he comes out with a package, says that he wants the 6 powerful portfolios and the general secretary of the party. See, when he had opened up for a compromise merger, he had said to some media, but it has to be verified, but majority regional Tamil channels have carried that news article of O. Pannirselvam that he is ready for unconditional merger.
Okay. So this is an allegation that's been intensifying since yesterday, Mr. Palaniswamy.
No.
OPS Anna has a huge ego. Suddenly he's become very opportunistic. Like last time when he sniffed victory, when he sniffed power, his demands have only multiplied and increased. How would you respond to that?
No, there is no demand from our side.
Of course he's made a demand.
We have been carrying on with our own party activities.
He wants to be the chief minister, there's no question.
Shiv, he wants 6 portfolios.
No.
6 portfolios. No, it is on record. Everybody there, sitting MLA of Perambur, Mr. Vetrivel, has come out to the media and said that OPS
how can you deny what has been said on record?
No. All this you cannot have a visual India Today camera in front of the meeting, inside meeting, and say that this is all understanding.
Yeah.
There were discussions with the 20 ministers. It is they who came out and said they wanted to unite with us. Nothing has taken place from our end. It is those ministers who came out. Mr. Vetrivel interview I have also seen. He questioned the authority of those ministers' discussion. While he being an MLA, he is a new entrant to the party. Very recently, he joined with the AIDMK. And there are senior leaders in the AIDMK.
No, that is Madam Jayalalitha had given him the long rope. He was on RK Nagar. See, he vacated RK Nagar seat for Madam Jayalalitha. You cannot say that he is a new entrant. He is a handpicked Madam Jayalalitha.
And they have discussed. This is their internal issue.
I just want to ask one.
We never spoke to anyone. We never made any demand. Our only contention is let them come minus Sasikala family.
Rajshekharan, I'm going to give you the last word because you came in late on this discussion. Is that in the realm of possibility according to you, sir? I know you're not part of the DMK, but you support them, so you also have the luxury of seeing the party from the outside. AIA-DMK minus Sasikala, Dinakaran, Manargudi family, possible? Practical? Possible at all?
Shiv, see, first, I am not the spokesperson of AIDMK, not even a member of AIDMK. I am only an outsider. But the fact of the matter is, see, you should understand one important point. See, all the MLAs who have won majority out of 136, including O. Pannirselvam, they were handpicked either by Sasikala or by Dinakaran.
That's the problem.
So you cannot expect somebody to be ungrateful like O. Pannirselvam.
That's the problem.
He is too disloyal and he is too ungrateful. How can you expect the person who had selected and given him a MLA seat, MLA ticket? See, any party will be loyal to the master, not to a traitor.
Very quick.
A traitor cannot claim to...
Very quick final word from Palaniswamy. Very quick final word from Palaniswamy. Only 20 seconds
in a national channel, let Mr. Rajshekharan not mislead. Mr. Dinakaran has been thrown out of the party. How can he
was brought in by Dinakaran. Was brought into politics.
I think the simple fact of the matter is... Okay, Mr. Rajshekharan and Palaniswamy, thank you very much for joining us on debate number 1. But I think what we have really proven today is that the fight within the AIDMK is very far from over. We've been talking about peace and all these lofty ideals about burying the hatchet, but clearly that seems to be off the table, at least for the foreseeable future. Palaniswamy, Rajshekharan, thank you very much for joining us. But Shama and Mr. Mittal, please continue to stay with us.